Well, good morning there, YouTube. Afternoon, evening, midnight, whatever time you're watching me. Good day to you. Anyway, on my way out for another wander. And I thought while I'm driving there, I'll attempt to answer a question that's been going around about what is bushcraft to you? Now, watched a video the other night by Living to Learn, and he answered that question. And before I watched that video, if I were to have answered it, I would have answered it with a definition. What is bushcraft to me? To me, bushcraft is the skill set, knowledge, wisdom, not the tools or the equipment you use to play with. So that's the definition. But after I watched his video, now that question isn't simply answered with a definition anymore. It's more of a feeling, an emotion. Why do I do it? Sorry about that. You know, why do I do it? And not what is it? It's what does it mean to me? He had a hard time answering it because it's hard to put your feelings and emotions into words. And I've been thinking about it for the last couple days since I watched the video. And I guess I could sum it up in one word. Freedom. And I've always been an active outdoorsman, even when I was younger, before I was a teenager. Grew up on a lake out in the country. So I was always outside. Didn't have internet, didn't have cell phones. And if I wanted to watch TV, I watched what Dad watched. Most of the time, I didn't want to watch what Dad watched. So I went outside and played. Didn't think much about it when I was a kid, being outdoors. But because of that, being outdoors all the time at an early age, it kind of got ingrained in me as to who I am. So, bushcraft, in the grand scheme of things, is a relatively new term. Woodlore, woodcraft, long hunter, even cowboy. The old-time cowboy. Not the new age cowboy that just wears cowboy boots and a leather trench coat. The guys that out herding cattle and stuff, bringing them to market, whatever they were doing, but they're out on the trail for a month, 2 months at a time, driving the cattle to herd to market. So, living in nature, living with nature, I'm not a big fan of the term living off the land, because that kind of sounds like a parasite. Living off your host, that's what parasites do. That's just me. Kind of like the term living with nature, because I can't control nature. I can't control the weather. Can't control my environment. Not when I'm outside in the woods. All I can do is adapt and overcome. So I don't know. What is bushcraft to me? It's part of my life. Always has been. Always will be. The sense of freedom, where the day-to-day grind, you always got to keep track of time and days. In the wilderness, as I mentioned in an earlier video, time isn't measured by hours and minutes. In nature, time is measured by seasons. So I don't know, it's a freedom. I don't have to be on time for anything. I have to prepare, but that's all part of being an outdoorsman. If I'm going to live outdoors for extended periods, I have to be aware of the future and the past, because I got to remember my past mistakes so I can make my future better. You know, maybe, and that goes to even shorter term. Say last night I spent the night out in the woods and I didn't gather enough firewood because I wanted a fire all night. Okay, that's history, that's the past. Remember that, learn from that. Now tonight I want to spend the night, I'm going to gather twice as much wood. See? You're a prepper and you don't even know it. But anyway, bushcraft to me is a sense of being. I'm not one for crowds, mobs of people. So I feel like I belong in nature. But that also stems back from when I was a child, spending so much time outside, outdoors. I'm an avid hunter, avid fisherman. To all you people that go trout fishing out there, like in the little streams, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. I never thought, the first time I was invited to go out trout fishing for little brook trout, little rainbows, I never thought, geez, you know, what kind of fun is that? You know, walking out in the water and getting excited about catching a little dinky 8-inch fish. That can't be any fun. But when I did it, just something about standing in the stream, waist deep, water rushing between your legs, in the fish's natural environment. You're part of their environment now. And when you catch one, it's exciting. Fills you with a sense of, I don't know, accomplishment. I don't know. It's well, you trout fishermen, you'll know what I'm talking about. That feeling. That is what bushcraft is to me. So I can't put it into words. It's just a way of life for me. something I go out and do. It makes me who I am. So, with that, I guess I'll close with that part. Maybe post this as a separate video. And then catch back up with you when I get to where I'm going. Enjoy.